Once upon a time, in the heart of the enchanted forest, there lived a brave little squirrel named Nutty. Nutty's home was a cozy nest high up in the branches of the great oak, the tallest and oldest tree in the forest. The forest was a magical place, filled with the chirping of birds, the rustling of leaves, and the gentle hum of nature. Nutty loved his home and spent his days gathering acorns, playing with his friends, and exploring the forest. He knew every nook and cranny of the great oak and often marveled at its ancient beauty. The great oak was not just a tree. It was the heart of the enchanted forest, providing shelter and food to countless creatures. Its branches stretched out like welcoming arms, and its leaves whispered secrets to those who listened. One sunny morning, Nutty noticed something unusual. The leaves of the great oak were turning brown and falling off, even though it wasn't autumn. The once vibrant and lively tree seemed to be losing its magic. Nutty, with his keen senses, knew something was terribly wrong and decided to investigate. His small heart pounded with worry as he scampered around the tree, looking for any clues. Nutty decided to visit the wise owl, who lived in the hollow of an old willow tree by the sparkling brook. The wise owl was known for her vast knowledge of the forest and its secrets. Nutty hoped she would have the answers he needed to save the great oak. As Nutty approached the old willow tree, he saw the wise owl perched on a branch, her large eyes glimmering with wisdom. "Wise owl," Nutty called out, "the great oak is in trouble. Its leaves are turning brown and falling off. What can I do to save it?" The wise owl looked at Nutty with a thoughtful expression. "Nutty, the great oak is indeed in danger. There is a magical spring in the hidden grove that can heal any plant. The journey will be perilous, but I believe you can do it." Nutty, determined to save the great oak, set off immediately. The hidden grove was a secret part of the forest that few had seen. Nutty knew the journey would be challenging, but his love for his home gave him the courage to face whatever lay ahead. On his way to the hidden grove, Nutty encountered various challenges. First, he had to cross a roaring river. Nutty was a good swimmer, but the current was strong. With great effort, he managed to swim across, holding on to rocks and branches along the way. Next, Nutty navigated through a dense thicket of thorns. The thorns scratched his fur, but Nutty pressed on, carefully picking his way through the prickly bushes. His small size allowed him to squeeze through tight spots that other animals couldn't manage. Then, Nutty had to outsmart a cunning fox that tried to catch him. Using his agility, Nutty darted through the trees, leading the fox on a wild chase before finally losing him in a maze of tunnels created by friendly moles. After a long and tiring journey, Nutty finally reached the hidden grove. It was a beautiful and serene place, with flowers of every color and a crystal-clear spring at its center. Nutty could feel the magic in the air as he approached the spring. He carefully filled his acorn pouch with the sparkling water, knowing that this was the key to saving the great oak. With the magical water safely in his pouch, Nutty began the journey back to the great oak. Though tired, his spirit was lifted by the knowledge that he had what he needed to save his home. He retraced his steps, overcoming the obstacles with renewed vigor. The river seemed less daunting, the thicket less thorny, and even the fox was nowhere to be seen. Nutty reached the great oak and carefully poured the magical water onto its roots. As the water soaked into the ground, the tree began to shimmer and glow. The leaves turned green, the branches grew strong, and the great oak regained its former splendor. Nutty watched in awe as the tree came back to life, feeling a deep sense of accomplishment. The forest creatures gathered around the great oak to celebrate Nutty's bravery. Birds sang joyful songs, and the wise owl hooted in approval. Nutty, though small, had shown great courage and determination, saving the great oak and the entire forest. The animals cheered for their hero, and Nutty felt proud and happy. The story of Nutty and the great oak spread throughout the forest, teaching everyone the value of bravery and determination. Nutty's actions showed that even the smallest creatures could make a big difference, inspiring others to be courageous in the face of challenges. And so, the great oak stood tall and strong, a testament to the bravery of a little squirrel who loved his home dearly.